So here is a cherry. Cherries have serrate leaves, pretty undescript. Oh, another thing, I don't know if you can see it. They'll have little dots on the petiole. I can barely see one, but you really would need this with a dissecting scope.
Yeah, not with our unaided eye.
But I'll just tell you, they'll have little dots on their petiole. And then, see, there's these weird things, the little stipules kind of associated. And then there's lots of lenticels on the young branch. So that's...
Let me see those lenticels a second. Yeah, the dots.
So the little dots. Lots of things have dots, but cherries tend to have more, and they're more pronounced. Okay, so that's some type of cherry. You'd need either the cherries or the flowers to know which species. It's not going to be a black cherry tree though. It's just not. It's a different cherry. Okay, so there's a bunch of those cherries here. Then we've got that darn autumn olive that we want to kill. There's some raspberries here. So raspberries, trifoliate. It's got little thorns on it, and then so you can see the little thorns. So this is a good raspberry. There are right here, I'm not going to touch it. There's several of them in here. They're just opening. These are poison ivy. So poison ivy are leaflets of 3.
Catch up with you, sorry.
So poison ivy, leaflets of 3. See how,
there we go.
Okay, so leaflets of 3, it's alternate leaves. If you find one growing on a tree, it has little hairs on the stalk, if you will, on the vine. Those are the roots.
They're very reddish this time of year, and they'll turn to green.
Yeah, and they're irregularly serrated. So they look kind of like a maple, same kind of irregular serrations as a maple.
Hey, why don't you hold it for a stool shot?
Yeah. You use it for toilet paper. There's galium here, or a bedstraw. I don't know that the common name is really bedstraw for this one. The genus is galium. They're whorled leaves. It's a good galium. Okay. I'll come this way. This, just because we did this a second ago. So if you look, these all line up in one plane. See what I mean by one plane? So this is a grass. Okay. So you should know grasses. Oh, this is tiny, but oh, maybe it's not. I don't know what that is. Here's horsetail or equisetum. There's okay, so this is actually a ranunculus. So this is Ranunculaceae family, and you can see the kind of like the pineapple. I talked about having kind of like a little pineapple-like top. You want to be careful because this is poison ivy. So lots of carpels, would have had lots of stamen. It's actually going to fruit now. So it's got these. It's a buttercup of some kind. Here's the hairs I was talking about for the poison ivy. There's kind of the hairs on the stem, on the vine. Okay, you don't want to touch any part of it. Most people are susceptible at least a little.
It's where the saying "hairy rope, don't be a dope" comes from.
We've got here. We've got a different gooseberry or ribes. It's kind of got maple-like leaves, so the palmate lobed. I would really know it with thorns. This one doesn't have thorns, but they're opposite leaves, maple-like, more of a regular serration. It's going to be some type of gooseberry. Right next to it is a rose. Remember, roses have the big stipules. We've talked about it a bunch. It's got thorns. It's oddly pinnate. Okay. right here. Actually, there's a better one over here. So if we come down a little bit, so these are all, okay, so here's a berry from last year. You know, actually this is not what I just said. This is, I think this is high bush cranberry. Yeah, it is. This is a viburnum. Opposite leaves, there's the, I'd need to see the, here are the flowers. This is a high bush cranberry.
So that means the last one that we
Yeah,
just...
the last one I said was wrong.
high bush cranberry, a viburnum.
Yep. Remember, viburnum would have the inflorescence start at different points and get to the same point, and then the opposite. Okay, so there's a bunch of it here. Lots of skunk cabbage. Some good ferns over here.
Those big leaves are the skunk cabbage.
Big leaves, skunk cabbage. You can see lots of them. This is the Japanese rose. It's kind of been invasive. Oh, the berries. Yeah, you can see the old berries from last year on the high bush cranberry.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we can get that with the zoom or not. They're not showing up really.
It doesn't.
Yeah, sort of. Use your imagination. Kind of a red
berry. Ooh, hey, there's that. Oh. So you can see the berries.
red berries.
High bush cranberry. Go down. These are opposite leaves, oddly pinnate, and they're quite serrate. This is going to be an elderberry of some type, sambucus. I'm not sure which elderberry, but because there's several species of it, but the opposite leaves oddly pinnate. The only other thing that's opposite leaves oddly pinnate is ash, which would be a small tree. Since we're right here, there's some strawberries. Now, strawberries look kind of, some people confuse strawberries with poison ivy, and you shouldn't. The strawberries have a very distinct serration. Poison ivy has an irregular serration. There's onyclea sensitive fern right there. So you pan over to the sensitive fern. So here they're just coming up. It's got a winged main stem. There'll be pictures online which will show it better, because these are so small it's hard to tell. But this main stem here is flattened out. There's the old fertile fronds from last year all through here. So this will be all sensitive fern in a week. They're just coming up. There's bigger ferns over here. Just because, see the marijuana-like leaved plant? This is going to be a potentilla of some type. They look like marijuana. I grow some, by my mailbox, and there's some teenage kids that always
Pick it.
giggle and as they go by. It's not marijuana. I wish it was.
It looks similar.
Looks very similar. Okay, where's my... Okay, there's really good cinnamon ferns just coming up. It looks really hairy. And that's a good characteristic for it, is the really hairy cinnamon fern. This will get big. This would be almost as tall as me. And it's a common one that people put in their yard because of it. But it's really a wetland plant, so you can't overwater it, but you have to water the heck out of it to keep it alive. We'll see some... It's real common. is an ash, but it doesn't have any leaves. I can tell because it's got opposite. And then these are compound
Lots of
leaves.
opposite branches.
Opposite branches, and then these are compound leaves. The only other thing, there aren't many things with opposite leaves, but it's not worth. We'll have bigger ones. Alright, there's blueberries around here somewhere. We just scoped them out. So let's walk that. Yeah, they're right here. I swore they were better ones. Well, these are blueberries, but I don't know. You can see the little flowers are just starting to open, and there'll be like the little bells that hang down. And this is the bigger blueberry. So it doesn't have the flowers that haven't really opened yet. I could have swore we saw some a minute ago that had lots of flowers.
Well, the nice one was on the bridge, but the lighting was really bad.
I know, but I was sure there was some here. It'll look like a leather leaf flowers, but it's bigger, a lot bigger. And since we're here, nice carex, sedge. Another thing about carex, so this is nice because it's actually in flower. So this is the male on top stamen, then the white are the female style stigma. This one has got more of the style. You see those well? So carex is one of the only sedges where you have male and female flowers are separate. Almost all your other sedges, they're both male and female flowers on the same flower, or parts in the same flower. So because you can see both of them distinctly in different areas, then we know this is a carex. And then obviously it'd come out in threes as well.